We are live on the SideQuest, and that means starting with some music. That's it for that. Welcome to the Side. Journey into the wonderful world of video games, video game culture, geeks, movies, stuff, and yeah, it'll be a good one. Want to thank our Patreon members. Thank you to the executive Punctified, who's been out reporting at DICE, having a good time out there. Been enjoying his picks across the socials, all the cool stuff he's doing, meeting people out there. Thank you to the producers, Zero the Prototype, Exagenous, Jeff Grubb, and Tessa Eller. You guys are awesome, wonderful, wonderful people. Yeah. Hey, Punctified, you're having an awesome time out there. Hopefully, I'll see you at Summer Game Fest for sure. Cool. Joining me, I'm Dolly Demosky, yada yada. The lovely gentleman up there, SideQuest. Yeah,
that's me.
With the longest beard of the crew now, officially. Actually, we are going beard length clockwise because kitty corner over there, the champion, JJ Holder.
Hello.
Congrats to your team.
Yay.
Your Seahawks.
Now, if only the Mariners can pull off at least one, that'd be great.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Still got to be the only team. Yeah. You've got.
We got.
You guys have at least been. You guys have at least been.
Yeah, but we got to go back. It's been a long time. And the person below JJ, Tyler.
Hi, I'm here.
For beautiful men.
It's so nice of you to lie to us like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you've seen the celebrity crushes that she has. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. It says there is a private chat, but I've got all them in there. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Anyway,
because we've just used the studio chat instead.
Yeah, that's true. Good times. How is everybody? Everybody doing good?
No, but I'm here.
Tired.
Good. Yeah, it's been one of those. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Today is Friday the 13th, and you guys know what tomorrow is?
Valentine's.
No, Saturday the 14th. Stop.
Yeah.
Saturday the 14th. Oh, what? Whoa! A wild Taylor has arrived. Taylor Bliss, everybody. What's up, Taylor?
Wait, is he a shiny? We have to reset if he's not a shiny.
He's a shiny, yeah. Shiny. Button on his nose.
No, because he said a wild Taylor appeared, and then he made a shiny joke.
And he's wearing a yellow shirt, so he's shiny.
He's the shiny version. Taylor usually wears. I don't know what Taylor usually wears.
We don't care what
put on that day. Usually,
that Monday Night Combat shirt or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of which, that was a PAX fave for all of us, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got it. I got that shirt from PAX.
That's right. And speaking of PAX, you'll be able to join us at PAX as our thingy is on our panel. Our panel is on Friday. I believe was it 4:30 to 5:30?
You know better than we do.
And our party will be on Thursday night, making our triumphant return.
Yeah, that's where you can see the rest of our thing.
Howl at the Moon. Yeah, we'll have a good time there. Those details will go up shortly. Still waiting for a couple quick little additions on there, but that shall be a good time. And you know what? Hop on the SideQuest thing and find your find all the parties, all the events.
Parties.
And there's parties. There are parties there, brother. Because there's lots of good stuff over there happening like crazy. With that, I guess we'll start. There was a little event happened this week. We'll start with some news, and then we'll kind of go from there. A little event happened this week known as a State of Play, and I'm just gonna go over some of the things that came out of the State of Play.
I didn't watch this shit, so catch me.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect. Death Stranding 2 on PC March 19th.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
there you go. There you
what's
go.
What's the count on how long since PS5? Like what? How long did we wait? Well, how long did we wait? How long did they
Almost
make?
a year,
8
but not quite.
8
Yeah.
months.
How long did they
Yeah.
make the truly oppressed gamers?
8 months, dude.
8
Become a
months.
giant
That
cock.
wasn't that bad, actually. 8 months is not.
Yeah, okay, but Taylor, you gotta look at the screen and look at this giant cock.
I mean, been there.
Yeah.
Because you really can be a giant cock in Krafton's upcoming game.
Craft on, eh? All right.
It's Project Windless,
Yeah.
which has
They have like
some-
3 games in this show.
Yeah, I know that's usually the
Phase.
craft on problem.
captured on PS5 Pro. Mix of gameplay and cinematics. Yeah, this is a they're calling it an action RPG, but it's definitely more Muso than action RPG from what it looked like. But based
is
on a
actually
novel
one of the
series.
ones that did make it in front of my eyeballs somehow.
Yes.
Of all the things, I don't know why.
Oh, look at Mr. Gann showed up as well. How nice.
Hello.
Yeah, so
I wasn't interested until I saw the giant cock. So.
Yeah, right.
It looked like it was just an Avatar ripoff at first, and then it's like, oh wait.
Well, no, I was like, what critically acclaimed book series is this? This is interesting. And it's like, what? And then it's this, which is like,
I told
it's definitely
my wife,
some Chinese like.
I told my wife, I was like, "Will you read this and then tell me if it's any good?" And she's like, "There's actually not an official translation yet." So
we'll use AI to translate it because they're probably using AI to make this. No, yeah, I don't know anything about the books. Apparently, really popular. So it looks cool. Hey, if I can be a giant fucking rooster, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So
This is going to be 100% live or die by how it feels to do like this part of the game, because it's so easy for this to just look cool and not be fun.
Yeah.
At least 60% of the sales will be from the gimmick of, hey, you are a giant rooster, and then how much of that is going to carry through to like it actually being a good game.
Yeah. Good point.
This is Zelda from the cuckoo side of the.
Oh my god!
The JRR
Link is the final boss.
We had some other things come out. I don't think there was a date for that one, but Metal Gear Solid 4 is finally coming to. This was nuts.
This one's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, brother.
Sucker was locked.
They had to remake it. They remade the whole game.
Well, there's no other way. There's literally no other way to do it.
Yeah,
that's my favorite remaster. Is actually we had to remake it because that was the only way to do it.
That they've at any point have like asked Kojima to figure it out, and he's just been like, "Fuck you." That conversation has to have happened at some point.
I'm sure somebody that didn't have any sort of approval from anyone pretty high up the ladder definitely tried to get and talk to him.
They're like, "Does he have any friends left over here? Hey, Tim over there at IT, like you like used to hang out with
Sony and Konami of Japan."
Knowing
you went out to coffee.
That's literally the only guy that would be able to convince him to do it.
Right.
It's like, I trust him implicitly. If he says that it's on the books, then yeah.
There you go.
And like on the one hand, I'm a little. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't. On the one hand, I'm kind of disappointed that it's just Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker, and then like Ghost Babel apparently. But on the other hand, it's Metal Gear Solid 4 out of PS3 jail, so I guess they could get away with that. I cannot remember the name of it. The Raiden Ninja one with all the
Revengeance.
Revengeance. There we go. I want that one. That's the secret one I want.
Is there any transferring going on?
No, yeah. I mean, I guess I feel like kind of laissez-faire about Revengeance because it's already on PC. I feel like it's already free.
It runs really good on.
It runs on everything. It's so good.
That'll be the third collection.
No, the weird exclusion to me is not putting 5 in this. That's just like it's the end of the
saga. It's like it's this part of the stories.
Yeah, it's the sequel to it's the sequel to Peace Walker. Like you could put 5 in here.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's old enough that why not?
Yeah. Because they're probably just going to re-release the 2-pack that they already have out.
I mean, they clearly think that they can get away with it, so they're probably going to do it again.
Yep.
But that being said,
rename it Master Collection 3, and
that's what I'm saying. They're gonna rename it Master Collection 3, and they'll throw in like some VR game or something. I don't know.
I'm waiting for them to get the balls to try to do a new, like, not remake or remaster Metal Gear, because that's going to be the real litmus test.
Survivor 2. Hell yeah.
Let's put that in there. Yeah, let's put that in there.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Collection 3.
Actually kind of a good game in its own little weird way, but like not.
Well, MGS4 will not have the online portion, but
why would it?
But Peace Walker does.
Yeah.
I mean, did they ever actually finish the online mode that was supposed to come to Delta? I didn't look at it at all.
Hold on, real quick. Zero asked the question.
Yeah, I now I'm cracking me up.
Are you new to SQ? So Ryan, aka
probably like
Pat himself, was the he was the third person of like the first month of side questing.
Yeah, founding father.
A founding father of side questing, and he just shows up, yells at everybody, drops a few F-bombs, makes fun of us, and leaves, and like circles back every couple months. That's
sadly, none of us here are good enough to be referred to as Malord.
That's true, not Malord.
I did enjoy our PAX video call with him a few years ago, where he was just smoking pot and working out in his basement,
in his garage. Okay, in his garage.
Okay, yeah. I do just want to say,
he was a bot. He gets that a lot.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, you're not too far.
Not too far. But so I'm excited for this.
Ghost Babel being in it's sick, man.
That's cool.
Cool as hell. And if you wanted to buy a loose copy of it on original hardware right now, it's like $150. So
what I like about this is the fact that it's going to come to PC. So
baby.
They need to throw Acid in here.
Acid should be on this.
Acid,
both of those games are sick. Those games are cool.
I remember a kid in middle school like having a PSP of Metal Gear Acid and watching him like play some over his shoulder and being like, I have no idea what's going on, but like this is the future. 3D graphics on a handheld.
These guys are onto something.
Let's do it.
I just throw in portable ops. Why not? Just go through the whole thing. Just
listen. Like I said, they got to have a volume 3 and a volume 4 at some point. So they're going to be pumping these suckers out. But I'm looking forward to it. I actually have my copy of 4 downstairs somewhere.
Me too.
Might still be in my PS3.
My PS3 complete collection over here.
I have that too, but it's not signed. So
yeah, I got Hater on the front and Cal on the back. Hell yeah! He was so mad. Cal was so mad when I pulled it out. He yelled, "David, God damn it, leave me some space."
Konami had a big show because they also showcased a brand new Castlevania Belmont.
Konami literally hit all their marks with like Metal Gear. Castlevania and then Silent Hill we'll talk about later, but I'm
so it's the 40th anniversary. Oh my god,
40th anniversary of Castlevania. It's funny that we're celebrating all these because they all like I remember 1986 1985 86 playing all these games, but it's cool. They got Motion Twin. Evil Empire is sort of the main developer, and Motion Twin is sort of just kind of overseeing a little bit, providing some backup, but the Dead Cells folks and the people that are making this game, and I mean it's sort of a fresh visual take to Castlevania, but it stars a descendant of Trevor Belmont, I guess.
Maybe his name's Simon. Oh.
Maybe it's Simon. But I do think
feels like, oh wait, we had a really popular anime on Netflix a few years ago.
Right. And it does have a little bit of that feel to it too, visually, like colors. Yeah. I'm sure they said, hey, can you guys copy some of that stuff? But they also announced they have other Castlevania projects on the way. I'm sure another Netflix season or something will be coming out. Bring Dracula back. Sorry, spoilers for the second series. But I'm sure more Castlevania games, but the game that both JJ and I want is not.
Yeah.
Hasn't.
No, I was gonna say, hey, did you know this is deep lore that Alucard is Dracula backwards? I just
say what?
No way! Fuck up.
Yeah, like literally halfway through the show on the Discord, because I've never like really gotten into Castlevania before. I was like, hey, I have all these collections. Which one should I start with? And JJ was essentially like going through them and eventually amounted to like basically all of them.
Yeah,
and then all of the Lords of Shadow game are on sale on Steam, so I bought them all.
That was that was like, probably Symphony of the Night. And then Circle of the Moon also. And also Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow. You may want to try the NES games too. All the Game Boy Advance games.
Unfortunately,
every single one.
Yeah, I don't think the NES game is fun to play. I didn't recommend the NES game, but
I think I did boot up the first NES game on that collection once.
For lore purposes, I mean, you gotta finish the lore.
God, no, I'm a lore nut. No,
I love the NES games because those are the ones that I grew up with, and this Metroidvania, Castlevania, newfangled shit. No, just kidding. I did love the original. Castlevania 3 stands as one of the best.
Oh, Castlevania 3 is like
phenomenal.
They figured it out there.
Yeah,
that's where they were like, oh, we know what we're doing now.
I mean, even Simon's Quest. I'm an old head. Simon's Quest, as fucked up as it was, I love that game. Good on Konami bringing back Castlevania, and I think hopefully this is a start because Konami has no real like development staff. They've been outsourcing, I think, almost everything.
Yeah.
Other developers are doing like pachinko games at this point.
Woo!
But
I don't know who's developing Pro Evolution. Is that like their one in-house studio?
eFootball, you mean eFootball?
Oh yeah, eFootball. I'm sorry.
If you like old games, that was another thing. They were releasing a lot of collections. That's kind of been the thing lately with Sony and Nintendo's the showcases. It's like, hey, here's a collection of old games or remasters, whatever. Legacy of Kain, a remaster and a new game. So they're remastering Defiance. Cool. And they got a new game, Ascendance, which is let's make a 2D side-scrolling.
What's really interesting to me about these showcases is we hear about these sort of games as rumors years in the past, right? Like we've been hearing about a Legacy of Kain something for forever, and nobody really was able to say it was a remaster or a new game. So every time there's a new show, it's like Legacy of Kain is gonna be there, and you actually see it, and you're like, "Oh, that's why." Or just like,
and we'll get to one of those reveals later. The air was let out of the room with the final reveal.
It's extremely fun to see the sort of trend now with like the compilations and these 2Ds. Is like, well, we have these IPs that we're doing fuck all with. Maybe we can drum up some interest by just putting
the pixel artness is so bad.
It is. Inexplicably, everyone's sort of like every major studio has forgotten what pixel art is supposed to look like. It only gets worse as the show goes on, folks.
Oh yeah, it sure does. More money does not mean more talent, fellas.
So
I say that.
I've played I reviewed the other Legacy of Kain, the Soul Reaver remasters, and they were fine. They actually held up. You know, they did some of the nice touches, even though they AI some of the textures and stuff, but they at least worked. This Defiance, never played this originally. Apparently they've modified some of the camera stuff so that it actually runs a little better.
Yeah, actually try to make it a good game for once.
Yeah.
I think I do remember they were going over like the additions. They were like fully new camera. I'm like, oh wow, so the camera must have been really bad.
Was horrible.
This is one of those like they hadn't figured it out yet. What like like PlayStation 2 games haven't quite been figured out.
Can you go back to where it did the little pan of removing all of the soul of the game? Not this one. It was
this one.
That one.
You're brown.
What the fuck are you doing?
2006
Xbox. There you go.
Like that's perfect. Yeah. Why is it so bright? It's like midday.
Games now, I've talked about this a lot on the podcast, Tyler, but games now don't know how to do lighting anymore. It's crazy. Like,
so fucking insane.
Whenever me and Zach get a game with lighting, we just lose our shit in the Discord. We're like, oh my god.
Dude, literally, unironically, I know that the whole making fun of Unreal Engine games turned into like a big thing. But unfortunately, Luminous lighting coming in baked into the engine has fucked shit up so bad.
So
because
bad.
they're like, I mean, like it's lowered the barrier of entry significantly. You don't need a person that their whole job is lighting scenes. But guess what happens when you don't have somebody whose whole job is lighting scenes? It looks like shit.
Yeah,
it's like
bring it back.
It looks like that.
Yeah. They all want to be. They all want to be seen as movie directors, but they don't understand framing and lighting in the absolute slightest.
I love it whenever like a game like does like have like, you know, interesting like lighting and like obviously like some kind of filter over it to kind of like help set the mood, and like somebody's like, I hate this filter, I made a mod to remove it, look how beautiful it is, and it's just the worst screenshots you've ever seen.
It's like it's like here's Twilight Princess without the fucking filter over it. It's like, there's a reason why that filter was there, my friend.
Yeah, because like a lot of lighting in older games, like it was there for a reason. Like, okay, we have to cover up this. We have to we have to have the camera focus on a certain thing. Now that we have so much tech, it's just so crazy to me that they're just like, just light the whole thing, get rid of the mood lighting here, get rid of the soft lights. It just doesn't. It's just weird. Like,
I mean, the one thing that gets me is always people complaining about the Assassin's Creed 1 filters, and I'm like, No, I like how blue Acher is in that game.
You know what? We got ray tracing though. So
we got ray tracing, guys.
Thank God for that.
Mandatory ray tracing. Can't turn it off.
It's Taylor, to a little bit to your point, and Zach, you as well. We had to have somebody handle lighting back in the day because we didn't have the capabilities it wasn't built into the software. Right? So you needed somebody to manage lighting. You needed somebody to do a lot with a little. And I remember games like in the early PS1 and even N64 era, like they would make a big deal about, look, we got shadows in the game. We got lights in the game. There's atmospheric lighting. I'm like, that stuff was cool. Now it's like all gone. Like, I think because like it's all built in. So people just click a little a check mark or a tab and that's it. And it kind of sucks.
It does, like, what makes movies work the way they work is because everything, the good ones at least, everything's got a point to it. So like the lighting, it's like it's never natural lighting. It is that lighting is lit that way specifically for. They're going for this natural look for a lot of things in some cases, and it like there's no like direct purpose behind the choice made when it comes to making a scene. For a lot of people, I mean, there's still obviously people that the big names still like they are, you know, Kojima is out there trying to do shit, but you know, or whatever.
Do you remember when the N64 app arrived and they had Ocarina of Time and they got rid of the fog, and everyone said, "Well, fuck, put the fog back." But I know the fog was there because of limitations. Put the fog back because it does not look good without you. So Nintendo had to patch that fog back in because they're like, oh shit, yeah, you're right.
That's what she just said. Kojima be lighting a room. It's true. He also be using different frame lens, like different camera lenses in a video game. He programs lenses for certain shots. It's fucking awesome.
It's great. It's great. Anyways,
I do think I legitimately saw a mod of somebody that took the fog out of the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I'm like,
yes.
Well, if you play on like the wrong graphics card, that's just like the default. They remove the fog and the lighting. It's just like, oh, it's sunny and clear in Silent Hill today.
Speaking of even more old games and collections, here is a collection of Rayman 1. It's out right now. It's out right now.
I'm actually impressed how like good it looks. Like they really.
So this is Digital Eclipse, and they've taken all of those, or the majority of the original Rayman games, and plus added in like the extra levels, some of the fan-made levels. I think it's like 120 extra levels. There was the unreleased Rayman, like pseudo.
It's got the SNES one.
It's got the SNES one. It's got a bunch, it's got a bunch of them in there.
The Jaguar one. That's how you know.
Jaguar one.
But here's my question.
There you go.
Because I've never played it. Is Rayman 1 good?
No.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the rub. But then you don't necessarily. You're not getting this for Rayman. You're getting it for this stuff. You're getting it for the interviews, the artwork.
Yeah. You're buying a digital Eclipse collection because it's fun to like. Rayman became something. It didn't start off as something. Like Rayman 2 is where it became a thing. But like, it's like that Bubsy collection I did. You don't buy that because the Bubsy games are good. You buy that because there's like 5 hours of a documentary about this sort of pop culture moment.
You're buying a documentary and then you can actually play the game too.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. Yeah, you're buying the documentary about Rayman.
That's why that Mortal Kombat collection they put out just kind of fell flat with the fighting game community because they don't really they don't understand what Digital Eclipse is doing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like those for nostalgia loved it.
No, the fighting game community played those old games and were like, "Hey, the new games feel exactly like this still," and they just kind of laughed, and that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
Still waiting for it to go on sale so I can pick up my copy. But yeah, there you go, Rayman. I know there's a couple. I know Jake is a Rayman sicko, and he was all upset about this one. It's not a remake. It's not a remaster. It's literally just
enhanced.
It's just that game 5 times over.
Game.
Yeah.
There's got to be some more Rayman stuff going on, I'm assuming, at some point. So
yeah.
Hey, speaking of
baby.
Coming right to the end. All right.
Taylor, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this?
You see this? You hear about this?
I saw the screenshot.
That's all you need to know.
Posted in the Discord about
first and foremost, they're remaking the trilogy.
I think that's fine.
That makes sense.
That's something people have wanted, and it's like they could have just done like
they're wrong. They're wrong about that, though. By the way,
why?
Yeah,
because they're products of their time. They remaking them serves no purpose.
Yeah,
like they were okay. In retrospect, I mean, I don't think that they stand up in the same way that anybody would expect them to. Release a remaster trilogy on every platform, continue to do that in perpetuity forever, but like just remaking them is crazy to me.
And I will say, like, I played all of the God of War games like a couple of years ago. It was like while my wife was pregnant, and I was like, hey, these new ones, Kratos is a dad. I should play a game about a dad. I want to play the Greek ones first. I didn't like one at all.
Well, first of all, one
is horse shit, man. One is
like they figured it out by number 3. Like it took them 3 games.
3 was the best of the Greek trilogy and the only one that I liked at all. I didn't play the PSP ones. But
listen, it's the same reason why they did a remaster on Devil May Cry, and the only one that's worth playing is Devil May Cry 3. It's the same shit, man. It's the same exact thing. Don't like remaking them. I guess maybe if you're gonna remake them, if they're gonna actually fucking, I guess the reason why I say
2 remakes play like original God of War 3, I'm in.
Right. So here's the thing: is that like I'm coming from the perspective that I think that the remakes that they're going to produce are not going to be that. So I'm coming from a place of negativity. I understand that, but that's also the expectations that I feel like they've built overall. So I
also would like a functional port of 1 and 2, the originals, just from preserving them. That's not like streaming the PS3 HD versions on PlayStation Plus, because that's the only way you can play them on modern platforms right now. So,
did they remake them for Vita?
No.
There's other. No, there are Vita games though.
Yeah.
Those weren't good though.
No, well, none of them were. I mean, what do you mean? You don't have to say that. It's cooked into it.
I just like having sex where you do the analog stick.
Yeah.
I just like having sex.
You know what? They were cooking with that one.
Yeah, it's just so fun. I'm really interested to see what like when you say remake,
that's what I want to know.
What do you mean? Because I think it wasn't all that long ago where I was on the podcast. I was like, I don't know what remake and remaster is anymore because I played a game that was marketed as a remaster and they rebuilt the game from the ground up, and I've played remakes that were just remasters.
Especially because they're doing all 3 at once.
Yeah, at once.
We've played remakes that are completely different games.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII remake. That's not the same
Yeah.
game.
And then you have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the same game.
Which is actually the same game.
Anyways, it's funny to see TC Carson back. I like him. That's a good way of advertising God of War. It's the original voice actor being back. But that's about the extent of.
Can we get to the dog shit, please?
He's Mace Windu.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, you guys like side scrolling and demakes? Here we go, baby. It is a brand new God of War game.
Do you like Sony script writing mixed with the worst pixel art you've ever seen in your life? Do we have a game for you?
So Megacat Studios.
I'm also salty about Megacat Studios for other reason that Dally knows.
Now this one I don't think I did. Oh no, this is the I didn't see it in motion.
So this was teased last year, like right around this time, by our good friend Jeff Grubb.
Yeah.
Hi Jeff. SideQuest.
He clearly stole the files from Newgrounds.
Yeah. And
you see the animation, dude? It's crazy.
Yeah, and so they said, hey, this is for the fans, man. This is the origin of Kratos.
Yeah, this is for the fans.
Hate you.
But we know you'll eat up some stupid dog shit.
You.
Here you go.
So you know how when
hurry up, Taylor, come up with something.
Listen, no, I'm gonna, when like Silk Song came out and Zach and I gush about the ability to create a 2D art within a 3D world, with painstaking love and care. This is the opposite of
So here was my impression of it during the show. I was like, oh, this is going to be like a short little thing, something like that one like Final Fantasy 15 prequel game where you play as Noctis's dad, or that like Streets of Kamurocho, like Streets of Rage crap.
Streets of Rage, Yakuza.
It's $30.
It's $30, man.
$30.
People are playing it, and they paid $30, and there's like a $50 version.
Yeah, there's a 40. Yeah, the $39.99.
Why is there in-game currency?
It's in-game currency.
They should put this on Steam so I can give it a negative review.
Yeah.
If it was 15, I would have like bought it and played a little bit so I could have talked about it tonight. But like $30, I was like, are you kidding me?
It's nuts.
It's not even like I can be bad with money, but like you don't even
$15 still probably isn't a great price,
dude,
but I mean that would have been more
run cycle.
So bad.
My God.
I could just for $20 I can get a bad Rayman game and enjoy it more.
Yeah. You get 50 versions of that bad Rayman.
I get the Jaguar version of Rayman. It's great.
And a documentary.
Yeah.
And the documentary. I'm convinced that first of all, I don't know why they put out this God of Vania game, but they're
this is the show closer.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Closer. So they have this game coming out now, right? This game's out. They have what's it called? They got a game coming, or they're definitely working on a new God of War game. They have the trilogy coming out, and they have the TV show. So that I think that's probably their next 4 to 5 years. Like you get this now, you get the TV show likely at the earliest at the end of next year, like 2027, probably 2028. You'll probably get the trilogy in 2028, end of 2028, maybe early 2029. And then you'll get a new God of War game proper in 29, 30, right? We're looking around at some pretty... yeah.
They should remake the God of War reboot, the Dad of War reboot, but replace it with the Sons of Anarchy guy instead.
Do that.
Just make it the movie version of the game, like when they put the movie characters on the cover of the paperback of the book that it's based on.
Yeah,
like the Ratchet and Clank game that was based on the movie.
Yes,
remake.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's a brand new John Wick AAA game. It's okay. All right. Saber's working on this. Whatever. I mean, I don't know enough about it, but Keanu's involved. Chad's involved.
I'm going to play this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
There's no. I have seen every single one of these movies in theaters, and I ain't gonna stop.
I watched 3 of them, and I'm realizing that I don't remember a lot about the plot. I just remember thinking that the action scenes were done really well.
There really isn't a plot. It's,
yeah. The plot is 100%. It's one single plot point, and it's him trying not to being sad about his dead family and trying not to be
perfect for a video game
anymore. Yeah, it's great.
This is a prequel, and it leads up to the death of his family, right? So I'm assuming because it's they called it the impossible task, which was I think he had like a very specific thing he had to do. And
I hope we get to kill the guy with the pencils, like they referenced.
Yes,
because like the first movie sets it up that his wife dying of cancer was sort of like him getting out of it was sort of his wife, for his wife, and she still dies anyways, but he gets out of it now.
Then they kill his dog.
Then they kill his dog, and then I guess you can say I'm back.
I'll get this. I'll play it. Let's go.
And then John Leguizamo's there.
Yeah, John Leguizamo's there. Hello, John.
I hope he's in the game.
Also, and then finally, the popular annualized franchise that we know as Silent Hill is now here with a brand new game, Silent Hill Townfall.
Hell yeah!
It's cool to have a black character as the main character. That's really that's really awesome.
In a Scotland setting, that's really cool. The transmission was mostly just like a big behind the scenes, like, we went out to Scotland and we're like, really made it look true to these towns. And I'm like, that's really awesome. I love the idea of Silent Hill being more global and not like restricted to the original town. It's fine. Like, I mean, there's a lot of like people online that have been mad, but hey, at least I'll have their guns back. There's that too.
This trailer is already better than the movie.
Yeah. Oh God, I thought I was going to go see that movie and did not.
Good. I can't believe Silent Hill's gone woke.
I can't believe ghosts, demons have gone woke.
Yeah.
But hey, it looks.
What happened to the
Silent Hill? A woman.
Yeah. What happened to the Silent Hill I know and love that was an allegory for circumcision, I guess? Go ahead. Look it up. That's a real thing.
No, I know of that. Yeah, it's a story.
That's my favorite.
Where's the Silent Hill that I know that's like the allegory? It's like an allegory for like rape and killing my wife. Does that one exist?
Yeah.
But gameplay wise, this looks really good.
They made it woke.
They've got a cool take on the radio where it's like that CRTV that he's got, the handheld one, so you can like kind of use it to sort of see the monsters as well, kind of through walls and stuff. It's first person, which I'm not the biggest fan of first person, but it's also not dead in the water for me. I'm just like, I prefer third, but whatever. You guys are doing your own thing. Your other games for first person, it makes sense. So like, I'm fine with it. But
so what is it?
They're definitely like they seem like they know what they're doing. I played Stories Untold, which is one of like their first games, and that game was really good. But they've had a big jump because like a lot of their games are smaller, and they were even talking during the transmission that this is a full like AAA like Silent Hill. I think Annapurna, one of the people there, said this is probably one of the biggest games they published. So
I could not tell you them making a bigger game. I really because like Stray was their biggest game.
Yeah.
Edith Finch.
Neon White.
They did. Yeah, Neon White. I guess. Yeah.
Kentucky
and that was the state of play. The old state of play. I know there are other little bits of news throughout the week, but we can forget about them for now and just start talking about some of the games and things that we're playing, I guess.
I'm free.
Well, you're free again. I will say, you know what? There is one thing. Hold on, I want to put this one.
One more thing.
This is and I don't think we talked about it the last time with Taylor.
This better be a better final reveal than that 2D God of War game.
Yeah.
God,
Star Wars racing game.
Let's
talk about that. Cool. No, you guys heard about the Steam machine? It's not coming out in the first quarter. It's been delayed to some point.
Yeah, but what about the controller? I mean, can I?
Yeah, that's true. I do want the controller and just about only the controller, and thankfully that doesn't have
need any
RAM in it, so.
That don't need no chip. That don't need no RAM. But interestingly enough, the Steam Deck is not available anymore
in America. Just in America. It's available in other regions.
Hold up, real quick. Dad, we gotta have this is an intervention. What are you browsing on the regular? That is the advertisement that shows up.
I just noticed that. What the heck is that?
Dolly, you need to install an ad block.
Tai Chi what is this?
Brother, what is going on?
You need to take that off the screen, or I'm gonna have to get out of here.
Search history.
Get excited.
YouTube's moderation is like coming for us right now.
Yeah, I guess Tai Chi walking must be a thing.
But yeah, so
is Tai Chi walking a thing? Hold on, I have no idea. Is that like funky walking?
You're falling for the ad, man. You got to.
Yeah,
now you got me.
Listen. You're thinking of Tai Chi walking, and all you can see is the booty butts in your mind. I can tell.
True.
But this is basically the first thing that I said when after they did this announcement. I remember being on the show and being like, "Man, I sure hope they locked in every single DRAM price into a contract." I'm going to go out there and say that they did not do that.
I don't think they did.
So, yeah, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I Googled Tai Chi walking, and I don't like what I see. It is just like some walking.
I don't know. Why you all fell for it. You all fell for it.
That is now the time.
You guys see AI-produced Tai Chi butts and think that, yeah, surely this is real.
No, I just saw a bunch of white guys.
AI. It's a probably AI written Amazon link. Large print Tai Chi walking for seniors. Videos included 28-day program.
Even worse, old people.
Yeah. The nation's blight.
Nation's blight. That's crazy.
Wipe them all out. All right, let's get into some of the games that we've been playing. I'm gonna hop in first because I actually have to scoot for a bit and then come back. Yeah. So JJ will unfortunately take over.
I have full control of the shit.
We're gonna trap. But see, I'll be gone for like 20 minutes, which is just Zach time. It's perfect Zach time. It's plenty.
Unfortunately, me and Zach are playing the same game, and
you guys I'm gonna need it because this is the hardest game I've ever had to review ever, and it's
Okay, before we get to that, I love me some Paper Mario. It can be up and down. The 1000-Year Door remake was absolutely stellar. And so I got sent a code out of the blue for a game called Escape from Ever After. That is a Mario like. Now, games like this that try to ape Paper Mario, 9 times out of 10 they don't end up like
that cop was a pig, dude.
Yeah, they don't end up succeeding very, very well. This game, Escape from Ever After, knocks it out of the park because it has layers upon layers of really cool
man, it's meant to be paper. Come on.
It's layers. Paper. So the essentially in this game you are you're a knight who is in a fairy tale and gets zapped into the quote unquote real world, which is where this company Ever After Incorporated lives. And they've taken over this dragon's castle and turned it into their office. So you're trying to figure out what's going on. You end up working for them, and your job is to basically go into the different storybooks and in the library and take care of little tasks, find people, and then come back out, and you can get promotions, you can get raises, you can do all kinds of stuff. This has so much variety to it. You only get there's only 4 teammates total that you can cycle through. And you basically see them all in this shot, but it's such terrific writing that I was completely engaged the entire time I was playing this thing. And it's like 20 to 25 hours, like solid, you can get out of it. There's an IT character in this game. Like we were joking about IT earlier. Like there's a big aspect where you're trying to find the IT guy and you don't know who the IT person is, but they keep giving you tasks to find the IT person. And then you finally find the IT person and they're just kind of this incredible badass. But then there's the 3 little pigs, that the little wolf guy that joins your party, and the pigs are cops. They're living in a hay bale. It's just so funny. It's just written so well. Now, writing aside, visuals are terrific. It really captures that aesthetic of the Paper Mario look, that the RPG look. The level design is really good because they're not giant. Everything definitely feels like a diorama, and you definitely want that. Great. It's great to kind of go into the different worlds of the storybooks. The battle mechanic is a lot of fun. I'm finding that the characters can do a lot of unique things. They're not just varied for an RPG, but there's a lot, like, some are a little bit more physical based. Some are, you're tapping, like you typically do to block stuff. And Zach's back. There we go. We lost him. No, the only issue that I had with this game is that it's a little floaty on the response when you're like tapping to block and attack, or to like hit at a very specific point. And I mean floaty because it almost feels like it's just a little bit too wide in the hit zone. So you find yourself hitting early because you get used to that like hit zone in the action sequence being a little bit bigger than normal. I would have loved it to be a little bit more precise. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, I mean, it really is just a blast. Like if you're into Paper Mario, if you're into sort of a little bit more low key, it's definitely family friendly. But there's a lot of great like adult humor in there. And like I said, you're in an office. You
do what in an office?
Yeah. So no, but like you can get promotions. You start off as just some dude who's working in their main office area, right? And you get your little room. Somehow you get a cubicle. You can decorate it, which is kind of fun too. But you can work your way up to like assistant manager, and there are actual like work style levels in this, like titles that you can get. And I found it really funny because these are all, they did their homework to really make it feel like corporate and bland. And the moon guy, who's basically the moon from the cow jumping over the moon, known as Mr. Moon, is terrific as this boss that you like. He's written so well because he comes off as like friendly, but in a horrible boss friendly kind of way. Like he's definitely cutting you down without you knowing it by being weirdly overly nice. It's just super well written. I liked it. And then there's like layers to getting you into the actual real world and some other stuff. There's stuff in space. I don't want to ruin where the plot goes, but yeah, I was surprised. Like this game came out of nowhere, and I've been gushing playing this thing. I think JJ, you mentioned you saw it pop up on my Switch or wherever I was playing.
No, I had bought it out of a whim because I saw a trailer for it, and I was like, oh, is that the thing? And then I saw that you would ask if anyone wanted to play it, and then nobody said anything, and I was like, that's probably, I'm just gonna buy it. Fuck it. I started playing it, and then I saw you were playing it, and I was like, oh, he got the code. Good. This game whips ass.
It whips, dude. It's so fun.
I will say these are the kind of games that I want to play, like Paper Mario, and not stuff like Expedition 30.
I think one thing Dally really is sort of underplaying or underselling on this is just how good the worlds are, because they're all these sort of really fucked up interpretations of classic fairy tales and stories. But have all been on
its head. Like it's the reverse. Like the pigs are the bad guys.
It's because they've all been corrupted by the bureaucracy of sort of the American industrialist kind of thing. Like
I need to play this game.
So everything is just like it's like, oh, a big business comes into town and just fucked everything up. Look at the three little pigs are all harassing the wolves, and it's wild. It's wild.
The cops being pigs is actually pointed. That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And they're the bad guys in this. Yeah, corrupt.
They are literally in the three little pig section. They are literally ice.
They are. So the great thing, but this was written like they've been working on this game for a while. It was written before any of the news stuff today, but it's just such a great
time is a flat circle.
Better. Yeah, makes it even better.
Oh man, it's even better. It works so well. But God, like you learn to hate Mr. Moon. It really is like Michael Scott from The Office, but just to the worst level.
He's so phony throughout the entire game, and it makes you mad. It's it's great.
And by the way, like great world design, just beautiful art. Like it's so smooth. I've been playing it on Switch 2 and on Steam Deck. I got codes for both. And it's just wonderful. It looks great on both those, big screen, small screen. Like really the only thing is just the hit detection aspect of it. I think you even see it in this video, like
I think the biggest problem it has is that you do want to play it like Paper Mario,
and the
window is just a little different. That you can't play it like Paper Mario. You got to play it like you got to learn what the window is for this one.
Yeah. It's great. It's really well done.
Yeah, I love this game.
Yeah, I know it's an early part of the year, but man, we've been pining for a new Paper Mario game that's good. Like this is already going to be in my top games of the year because it's written. Zach, you gotta play it. It's written so well. Like you're gonna play this game, and like JJ said, this is a magnifying glass on like society today, on how corporate culture corrupts us, and it's just so good, so well done. Loved it. So yeah,
sounds like the review went to the wrong guy.
Sounds like none of y'all wanted it when I asked you a couple times, and I got it, and I loved it. Apparently, my wife went to go get my daughter, so I don't have to leave. So Zach, you can go.
Yay for Dolly's wife.
Okay. Pull up a video just so I can start talking.
Oh, okay.
I'll get back going. So, my review is for Romeo is a Deadman. It's the new Suda 5151 Grasshopper manufacturer game. This has been, I think, the hardest game I've ever had to review because there's so much in the first like 4 hours. It's so hard to even like quantify or like kind of like describe it to anybody. So I've had to like do a lot of homework on my end to like, how do I consolidate this game? And I've had to do a lot of thinking, and then a thought will come in my head and I'll just write it down so I know, okay, I can use this to describe it. And I think the best way to describe it is to kind of describe the story, like just like what the story is, and then we can kind of go into the gameplay and the other mechanics and stuff that make up the game. Because interestingly enough, like all the weird mechanics and gameplay things really inform the story, which is a huge task once you kind of learn what the parts are. So Romeo, I actually wrote something really cool over here. I'll bring it over here. So in Romeo is a Deadman, you play as Romeo Stargazer. He is a young sheriff's deputy from this town it's an imaginary town in Pennsylvania called Deadford. And one night he's out on patrol and there's a woman on the road. And he helps her and he takes her in to get medical attention. And eventually the two start to fall in love. And we eventually learn that the woman's name is Juliet. So Romeo and Juliet, they start hanging out. A few months go by and eventually the world is torn apart at the snap of your fingers. Like everything is just disconnected from time, from physical space, from everything. And so the inciting incident that you learn at the beginning is it's Juliet. She's this thing that kind of exists outside of our realm, and she coming into our realm has caused this like temporal dissonance. So this singularity event, it essentially dissolves in separated chunks of different time periods existing alone, and then they kind of just put them all in the different spots in space. So there's like the 1960s of Deadford is in this spot, the 1980s of Deadford is in this other spot. There's other ones that you go to, but those are the levels essentially. So time and events all exist at the same time in one timeline, essentially all the different timelines exist because time is just kind of this like thing, right? So the game does this thing where like every chapter it'll repeat the opening cutscene, but there's always different dialogue and there's always something different that you kind of learn, and you get kicked into one of those as the game starts, and Romeo and the sheriff are driving around. There's, instead of there being a woman on the road, there's a man, and Romeo gets out and he turns into a demon, and the demon, his name is let me see here, White Devil. It's a very blatant use here, but he's the White Devil, and Romeo fights him, and he gets half his face cut off and his arm chopped off at the same time. And then Romeo's grandpa comes out from a different timeline on a bike and puts this thing called the dead gear on Romeo, which is like the robot stuff all over him, and that allows him to survive. So the Romeo taken out of that timeline is the one that is needed to be used by the FBI in space. The space FBI are investigating, and
you have to keep in mind that this is all happening in the first like 7 minutes.
Wow.
But like that, it sounds crazy because it is, but the game, like over time, it really meditates on these core things I just said are what the game kind of meditates on for the rest of it. So you get to kind of stew in it. So now I'll just go into my part, because this, I think I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Screen 2. Can you see yourself? Okay.
No.
Can you guys see?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
So I will pull up my Steam photos. Okay, so what Romeo as a Deadman is, it's a video game, of course, but it's also like it's a very, I don't know, like it's anti-corporate art is what it is, which is what Suda does. That's just kind of this thing, this like punk anti-art, but not anti-art, but like anti-popular art. And what he does here is there's so many different aspects of the human experience, the human love for creating that he's put into this game, and it reflects on like every system. So like this is like each chapter, this is the title of a chapter, and this is an orchid in the background, and they did a time lapse of an actual orchid growing and having it dying. So that's like one thing. There's also wax figures that melt in cutscenes. There's also a whole town they built to shoot the opening that's like actual handmade buildings and stuff. But Romeo just kind of represents like so much different pieces of art from one guy, but also different gameplay mechanics too, which is really interesting. So this is also Romeo, which is like kind of my bit here is like I took screenshots just to show all the different types of things in this game. So this is the difficulty selection, different types of chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
Yeah, it's medium. It's actually really hard. This is a tutorial. So basically, if you play No More Heroes, the blood mechanic where you build up blood, then you can use a skill that's back in here. It's called Bloody Summer. And you attack zombies. There's zombies in this game. They're called rotters. Rotters drop these things called bastard seeds. We'll get to that at some point. There's these things called bastards. So you fight with your weapons. You get blood. Shoot it out. this is the save screen. It's just like this game gave me so much like hope and joy, because like every second or like every minute there's just something that's like, oh my gosh, well, that's so cool. Like, and I've had to hold it in and for so long. It's just so, I don't know. So next, this is another thing. So in each different time period, it's a level, right? So each level has its own theme. So the first level is a mall in the 1980s, and you kind of go in there, and you're like, there's an anomaly here, you have to kill it, so we can mark this one off of our map and go to the next one to try and find the actual bad guy. And there are these guys who are these like 4 temporal agents who have been disrupting time, space for forever. And the guy at the mall is this. So Romeo's a Deadman is also a game written by Suda to be about American culture. It's like in the review guide, he was specific, like, this is my first game for Americans. Like, I want to make one for the American people. So he digs into a lot of our lore, or like weird like stories that have been passed down from generation to generation. Like you got skinwalkers, you got Wendigos, you got stuff like that, or you got conspiracy theories like there is a Confederate soldier who got shot and he stood up, and he's been at every war ever since then, which is a real like story that's been passed on within our folklore, and that guy is the bad guy of that level. So you get to meet him, which is cool. Anyways, so every level is a different theme, but every level also has a subspace. So there's a subspace in every level that you go into, that you use to get around locked doors in the actual level, and then you can unlock. And the level is kind of branches open, and this is where the subspace is. You go through a TV, and yeah. And then Romeo is also a comic book. Sometimes the cutscenes are like this. Very beautiful. This is Juliet and Romeo.
I like that the cutscenes on some of the text goes into the roll, the fold of the spine.
It's really,
cut off.
Really
it's
cool.
Really good effect.
And then there's also cool title drops like this. Every day is like Monday, which is the name of this boss. And then this is the title drop. And then also Romeo is this. This is the main base. This is your spaceship.
Yeah.
So it's also a pixel game. And then you walk around the ship and you meet everyone in the space FBI, and you meet people like Red Brown here, who's the captain. She's really cool. You meet Shiro Yabu from the Silver Case game. He's in here. You meet this anime chick, who she has a mini game where you have to answer her questions, and if you get one wrong, you have to start over. Yeah. And she has 100 questions you have to answer.
They cooked in the most fucked up visual novel possible into this game, and it's so funny.
So yeah, there's a visual novel in here, and then there's also this from Silver Case. Which is crazy.
With the not to cut you off, but like what's crazy to me is that there's so many games, it feels like, that try and chase many aspects of the aesthetics that you've already shown in the first like 5 minutes of this.
Yeah,
that fail to do it.
Yeah, right. And that's what's so interesting to me, because like Suda, like his games are always so frenetic, but they're also very honed in on like one thing, right? Like, but this is like, it's every game he's ever made kind of crammed into one, but it just works. Like I told JJ when I first started playing it, it feels like Suda's hit his like Hideo Kojima level, where he's so proficient and he's just so like locked in. Like, and the writing and everything kind of reflects that. It just feels like a masterclass of a game, which is another kind of level of like, there's this guy doing like crazy punk art, and it's also a really fucking good game, right? So yeah, this is a cutscene. This is the Confederate guy. Romeo, he says cool stuff like, so this is the kind of dude who's been screwing with space-time. This is some bullshit. And then when you start your fight with him, he'll be like, fuck off, or he'll be like, yeah, he says cool stuff. He's like 19, I think, 20, so he's, and then there's also references to like art in here, like fine art. It's like it's crazy.
This is Nighthawks. Yeah.
So that's Romeo and Juliet hanging out. And there's also references to punk music. There's also references to Run DMC. Whenever you fight the Confederate soldier, he's talking about like how he's walked for so long and he's seen slaves with anguish on their face and how he misses seeing the pain of the slaves. And then you have the option to kill him, or you just like let him keep talking.
Let him monologue.
So he just keeps monologuing, and Romeo's holding him by the neck, and then you have to like hold down X to kill him. And when you do, Romeo quotes Run DMC, "You talk too much," is what he says. He's like, you talk too much. Boom. It's really awesome. And then also in between each chapter, which is also considered an episode, so they're kind of structured like a TV episode, there's a very definite beginning, middle, end with like an overarching plot. It's really a cool way to kind of piece up this game. There's quotes here like, "I like persons better than I like principles, and I like persons with no principles better than anything else in this world." There's also a cooking mini game. This is your mom. She's here. You get ingredients. You can cook with her.
Literally designed her to look like Cooking Mama.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
amazing.
And then you also do this. You get whenever you're flying. Whenever you're flying around to different like rifts in space, you move the right stick and you can scan the area and get debris from meteors, and you can use it to convert to things that you use to level up your weapons. There's 4 different weapons. There's 4 different guns. You also have guns. And then this thing. So this is like, I don't know what kind of game it's inspired by, but you kind of are limited in your movement within this maze, and the little power-ups here, like here and here, are power-ups to level up Romeo. So you get money essentially, and then you can put it into this arcade machine, and then you kind of randomly go around this map to level up Romeo.
But it's also Snake. You can't go back the way
you can't go back. And you reset it if you want to find a different path. This is also Romeo. This is another character from the Silver Case.
Crazy. Zach sent me down a rabbit hole last time, man.
And this is also Romeo, this is how the game normally looks.
Or should I say Deadman?
Deadman, yeah. This is also Romeo. You're inside of like the lighting. Hey, you know how I was saying lighting? Come on. They actually have a person doing lighting here. And then you get, this is the Space FBI mascot. This pin badge is the rarest item amongst collectors of FBI memorabilia. You get pins in the game, and pins are kind of like your equipment. So you equip it to your leather jacket. This is one of them. This is the main UI of the game.
Wow. It's wild.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then this is kind of when you kill something, it just says dead. This is Pong.
This. Yeah.
Whenever you boot up the ship to navigate to a new like level, you have to knock a ball into the hole. So you have to use these paddles to do that. And then there's randomly generated dungeons that pop up, and that's how you kind of grind and level up. You see down here, you have your gun and your weapon. You can change them on the fly as you're going. So you can swap between your weapons and stuff. Bad guys have like these little flowers on them that you shoot with your guns, and then they stun, and you can go in and attack. The combat isn't like super deep, but it's really fun. It's really fun to play around with. The weapons do different things, and you can to level up and kind of experience with that as well. And the guns are cool. You have a bazooka, a shotgun, a pistol, and a machine gun. And they all do different things. The shotgun can stun, so you can like go in on something that's fucking you up. This is Romeo on his bike. This is a title drop in 1968. You're going to City Hall. There's something in there. This is the subspace I was talking about that you navigate to get around stuff. It's the meta level within the level. This is when you die. When you die, Romeo turns into a wax figure and his face melts off.
I did see like a video that Jacob Geller posted of just like the full death sequence. Yeah.
Right.
It's very old school traditional stop motion animation that's going on with this. It's very cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's very like Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
And then when you die, your mom pops up with a big wheel of fortune and it's spinning, and then you press X and she'll stab a part on the wheel and it gives you an upgrade and you like spawn at your last save point, or you can navigate to where there's like a respawn and you pop up to where you just died. So there's also that mechanic. I don't think I took a screenshot of it. This is Romeo and the sheriff. Everything happening in the world is already decided. This is a pin. This is my favorite. This is my favorite like pin you can get in the game. It's called standing. It's just a dude standing. It's so fucking funny. But it just
I had to do it to him.
Dude, it reduces stagger caused by enemy attacks. There is so many moments in this game that are just like gleeful, like just like made me laugh and like kick my feet and go because it's like it's just so good. Bastards. Okay. So now we're at another system. So over here, bottom right, you see this. You have these things called bastards. Bastards are zombies. So each bastard has a different power, and you grow them in your farm. And then when they're done, you can fuse them and fuse their powers. And so it's kind of like Shin Megami Tensei, where you're like summoning and like trying to make like, okay, so I got this guy that can like bring bad guys in, and then I got this guy that shoots thunder. So I'm gonna combine them and see what happens, and like, you'll get like a weird kind of offshoot of that. And then it's really encouraged to do that because they help you a lot. They can heal you, they can stun enemies, they can distract enemies, they can turn into turrets and shoot enemies. That's a whole subsystem.
Yeah, you can kind of turn the game into a tower defense game if you really wanted
to. And then so there's Nosferatu. He was just growing for me. But here's the best part. The names are randomly generated, so you kind of they give them like a personality trait, like fastest eater in the United States, and his name is Harrison. So it's like you have Harrison, who's the fastest eater in the United States. It's just like it's so good, dude. And then whenever you fuse them, they fight, and the strongest one wins. So you get to watch them fight. This is Michelle, Nosferatu, and then there's Victor, Slow Ballad. Anyways, this is the cooking mini game, by the way, from before. You get to cook with your mom. This is Romeo looking really cool. He gets upgraded throughout the game. Eventually, he turns into looking like a Kamen Rider character. Very obvious thing. There's a guy right here. This guy, he lives in a photo frame, and he's from like Rome, so he has experience from like thousands of years, and he just talks about the history of the world, and very cool. Then here's another comic book. Grandpa
haven't even brought up Grandpa.
Oh yeah,
yet.
I forgot. Grandpa is a patch on your back. Okay, he's on your jacket. He's also a real thing too. Because there's multiple grandpas, whatever. Yeah. But he exists on your back, and you and your grandpa are constantly talking, shooting the shit. Your grandpa's so smart, he can translate zombies talking, And then this is so every level also is a different genre as well. So the game kind of shifts a lot. There's a survival horror level. I can show this. This is like right before the embargo, so this is what they've allowed me to show, which is just kind of insane. And then there's Romeo looking cool, fighting Dr. Hill. He's going to put him under arrest. And then at the end of every episode, you get end credits. You get to see, look at all these people who put in time. Like the production partners down here, it's just like, there's at least, I don't know, 24, 28, 30, like at least on the bottom. And then there's just so many like artist hands that have had their like part in this. And it shows, like, if you can't tell, right? Yeah. And then here's the Black. That's his name, the guy in the picture frame. The Child of God is a bad guy. You have to fight. He's talking about him. But yeah, I mean, it's such a hard game to kind of like quantify all these like things for me because I like all the things that are in it. The story, I know the story is really good. The writing is really, despite it being kind of, it reminds me of David Lynch a lot. So if you are familiar with David Lynch writing or Sam Raimi kind of ish, like you are at that level, but it's executed well, but it's executed kind of like Hideo Kojima would execute that sort of style. So the story is just really engaging. The links, like where it goes, the ending, insane. But from like an outsider's point of view, seeing all these different mechanics and systems and things, like it looks like it just doesn't create a cohesive piece, but it does, which is so impressive. Like the gameplay mechanics all coincide really well. All the meta systems coincide really, really well. It just makes for like kind of the magnum opus for what Suda is. And yeah, like it's a game that, like Dahlia was saying for the last game that we talked about, like this is a game that I'm going to be talking about for the rest of the year. It's just like, it's what I want a game to be, where it's like, this game was never going to exist ever again. This is the one time it exists, and it can only happen here from this guy in this medium, and that's what makes games special, right? So yeah, definitely gets my recommendation. If you want to be a completionist, you can play. So the rest of his games are in the series called Kill the Past, and they're all connected. So Romeo and everything prior are all thematically connected and all feed into each other. So if you want to be a completionist and want to know kind of the overall story, Romeo is the definitive climax. So you can kind of go back. It's not needed, but if you want to, you can.
Dust off that DS and boot up Flowers, Sun, and Rain.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Game of the Year 72 on Metacritic.
Hell yeah, brother! It's the perfect Metacritic because it's a 7 for because it's 9s and 4s. So
what's the matter, white boy? You afraid you might taste something?
Love it.
I do love how split the stuff is, like the reviews online.
You tell it's a good game then.
Yeah. For a Suda game, if it's not split, that means it's bad.
Yeah, it's true.
The only game I've touched of his is Lollipop Chainsaw. So I will say for the very end, pitch this in a couple of sentences to, let's say, a early 30s housewife that really enjoyed Lollipop Chainsaw that might be watching right now.
So the pitch is it's a very solid story that kind of digs into weird paranormal sci-fi conspiracies in the United States and kind of uses like a foreigner's lens to kind of examine American culture. So that's the big pitch, but also it's funny and there's always something happening that's fun to engage with. It's never boring. So it's definitely a fun game to watch too. There's just so much like weird stuff in it that it's just fun to kind of sit there and be like, But as a person watching it, it would be crazy. Yeah.
One of the first things you hear from Romeo is a conspiracy theory about how the president has an AI chip implanted in his brain and is being controlled by the AI. All of his decisions are being made by an AI. That's the first 2 minutes of the game.
It's a believable part too. I love it.
And then you meet the White Devil, dude.
White Devil, yeah. Then you meet the White Devil. After talking about this, you immediately get to meet the White Devil.
Some might say the White Devil's on this podcast, but
yeah. Also, I do want to say, Pins mechanic isn't enough to make me buy it. Have you been preached the gospel of the world ends with you? Is this a
right?
I have.
That is a.
Listen, I was actually playing the Switch version of The World Ends with You when our child was born. So.
Were you whispering to your child, "The world ends with you"?
You try changing your. What was the like? What was that? What was the fucking game that was in the game? The Tin Slam or whatever.
Tin Slam, yeah.
That's the hardest review of my life, guys. That's
it was well worth it. And there's still stuff that you didn't touch on.
There's still so much stuff, but as a reviewer, it's so hard to like kind of like grab things to talk about for any game, really. Yeah. But for this, it's just like the moment I started playing it, I was just like, I don't know, like how the hell do I even begin? But yeah, that's why I just showed you a lot of pictures.
I should have done that for my review. I was so tired that I couldn't. I was just kind of babbling through it. But we got some more games. JJ, you've got a couple review games, and then we're gonna.
Yeah, mine are gonna be short. Don't worry. We're here for just a couple minutes with me. I got
Lane. You got a Lane game.
I got a Lane. I'm not staying in my own lane with this one. This popped into my thing. I was like, I like a good racing game. Let's just play some Lanesplit. It is what it looks like. What you see here is what you get. It's like this Japanese city pop inspired motorcycle game. You just get on your motorcycle and you cruise through traffic dangerously. Your goal is to just go as long as you can, as fast as you can without crashing. And you see, if you look, I can't circle it, but you got your speed on one side of the screen, and on the other side you got how many points you got, and that's it. You keep stacking up points when you're going fast and not hitting stuff. Very simple. I like this kind of dumb, brainless game every once in a while. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the hitting something part just kind of destroys the game for me, because like I like the idea.
Need a Burnout style like crash.
You need something. Right, but when you hit something, it just like, oh, you passed out, goes to black screen. And then your number is reset and you start over again. Or you don't even start over. You start where you were. It's just like you're just kind of like in an endless cycle of cruising the city, going for your highest score. Which again, not that big of an issue with me. I think that's kind of, especially since it does feel and look good. It has a cool aesthetic, and the maneuvering the bike is great. It also has a really funny thing that I always like. The music kicks in once you hit a certain miles per hour. So it's like once you hit like 90 is when the music, the city pop music starts blaring over the game. It's a good bit. But I don't know. It's just one of those like, it made a couple of bad decisions that just kind of takes you out of the experience. Like I could feasibly just boot up Burnout Paradise and play this exact same thing, maybe not with the same aesthetic, maybe, but like it functionally I can just kind of play the same game. Or even Forza Horizon with the sort of like chain mechanic, like I could just hit the street right on the wrong. It doesn't have motorcycles though, so I guess what's the point? But it's fine. The way you crash and just kind of that's it. It goes black and then you just restart. It's kind of, I don't know. It's so abrupt. It doesn't feel right. It feels like there's supposed to be something there and they cut it and just never brought it back.
That's the part that feels like it was probably like something that like maybe they thought about in development and never got around to actually implementing.
Yeah.
Where's the chat box, Dolly? I'm missing my friends.
Yeah.
I keep minimizing to see everything my wife is saying. And she also said that, Zach, you did a very good job and that she was sold on the pins. She mistyped. So.
Okay, there we go. I hope that I can buy a standing pin. I hope that somebody, gamer...
There are so many other pins that have amazing art. Or just like stock photos.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess the other game that I did for review is a rhythm game. You know me. Love me a rhythm game, baby. Steel Century Groove. Another one that just kind of popped up in the email, and I was like, hey, you know what? I like a good rhythm game. It is like it's like every sort of dance troupe movie you've ever seen, but with giant robots. I don't know how to explain
what
it.
the?
Yeah, it's got that. It's like it's kind of Groove Coaster. I'm gonna say in terms of it's like a cross between Groove Coaster and like any Hatsune Miku rhythm game. I don't think the music is the best. It's okay. Like rhythm games sort of live and die by the music, and like I don't think it's bad, but like I'm so like accustomed to like like a Groove Coaster or something where it's like, oh, we hired like we got bands, we got real bands in here and like real, but like it doesn't destroy it. But one thing that it does do that I kind of like is so it's got that little track, and it does the exact same thing that so many rhythm games do. That ball goes over the number, you hit a button, and that button activates the dance move in this case. But you can modify some of that stuff. So if you choose like X instead of A when you hit it, you get like a lightning effect. So you can kind of freestyle a little bit what the game can look like, but also there's like an RPG element into it where sometimes you have to sort of like use these elements. You can see there's like a cooldown time and everything for them. If you look at that last one, I wasn't sold on it at first. I think I even told Dally, I was like, I got a couple of games I'm not super hot on, but you need that. But I played Romeo as a Deadman for a lot last night, and then I just kind of chilled out with this for a little longer and felt like it started really opening up, and I started like, oh, actually, you know what? There's actually a really fun take on this style rhythm game. I like the sort of the elemental like freestyle RPG elements. I think the robot designs are really fun. The dance moves look really goofy coming off of these giant mechs. Like, I don't know, there's something when you just like when you focus away from the rhythm highway for a minute and actually look at the screen, because I don't get to actually see these robots a lot because I'm so like locked in on the rhythm part of it. So like as I'm sitting here watching this trailer, and I'm like, this shit's goofy. I like this way more than and it's it is an RPG at the end of the day. It doesn't look like it too much, but you see bits and pieces of it in this trailer where you're wandering around as like a kid interacting with the world and moving on to your next plot point or whatever. It has like Pokemon dialogue a lot of times, but then it turns into a dance battle. Like I hated it for like the first little bit, but like it has grown on me to such a degree that I'm like, if you are looking for a rhythm game, because the rhythm game well has kind of dried up right now. It's like you can only get Muse Dash for 50 cents so many times. The
hentai game.
Or rhythm game mini games and other larger games.
Yeah, so it's nice to see like an independent team sort of put together a competent rhythm game that actually has like good timing. Like it took me a minute to sort of nail down the the Escape the Ever After, where it's like I'm trying to play this as Hatsune Miku when I need to be playing it as Steel Century what is Steel Century robots? Groove?
Yeah.
Groove.
Steel Century Groove.
Yeah. Yes, that's very true. That fills a completely different need than your typical rhythm game for me. Like Rhythm Heaven actually needs you to have rhythm, whereas a game like this needs you to at least have good hand-eye coordination and fan of this one in the end. So there we
go. But does your game have pissing?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, because a few of us on staff played a game with a lot of pissing.
I've been wanting to see. I didn't get to
3 or 4 of us.
Three of the 5 in this call have played a game called Yapyap, which apparently has sold over 500,000 copies at this point. It's all because of us.
I was funny because when
Tyler accidentally bought 450,000 copies.
That's exactly how it goes.
When I went to go activate my code, the announcement was already there.
Oh, was
yeah, sorry, Dolly. I'm sorry.
So we tried to activate my code, and that's what caused all the copies to be sold. So it was airing out a couple of times, like, oh no, do I have to buy this?
Why don't you guys? Go ahead, explain what Yapyap is.
I mean, the latest of the friend slop craze. You can give him shit. Oh, that makes so much more sense. That's the sewer buddy. I mean, it's a VoIP friend slop game. Friend slop affectionately told. You know, Zach, it was you in the Discord that was like, people when you make friend games good, but they just think you can just do it. You all play wizards, but you have to. I feel like this was a fever dream that was dreamed up by the meme about I cast fireball, and then they were like, what if we did that, except you have to actually say it and then it becomes the game. And that is what this is. You pick up a wand, the wand has spells, you have to say the word or like the name of the spell to cast it, and that's the whole
and then they
game.
gave all the spells goofy names like piss yuck and up dog, and you can extend some of the spells by repeating the last word. So like up dog like lifts you up into the air in a little burst of wind, and if you keep saying dog, it'll keep kind of boosting you for longer. So we're just up dog 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 dog.
God, it was hilarious. You just hear Tyler yelling up dog 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 and floating across the screen.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it's got in-game proximity chat, all the good things that you would expect, and very much in the same vein as the repos and the lethal companies of the world, where things that you do to or things that can happen to you will change the way that your character sounds on that proximity VoIP and stuff like that. So, you know, finding those things for the first time is always kind of a treat. It's the reason why every time one of them comes out, anybody, like any streamer that has a group of friends that they play games with, will always play it for at least one day. And it's always for like that specific moment where you change the way that somebody sounds and you get to listen to them like screech in a high pitched voice and they don't know it. It's impossible to capture that moment again.
Yeah. Like you get shrunk and you don't realize that like they put a voice modifier over it, so you sound squeaky as hell. So
it's really good. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's reverse repo, or it's reverse repo. Instead of trying to keep things from breaking, you have to break the stuff, and that's how you get points.
Yeah, there's monsters running around in the castle. Yeah, you have a quota. There's monsters running around. I don't know how well you can like kill the monsters.
Spider was terrifying.
One of the spells was fish stuff.
Welcome to 5 minutes ago, brother.
One of the spells is like fish yuck, and like one of my go-to moves was to fish an enemy and then toss them over the edge. I had a poor incident where I was trying to save Sam from a gargoyle that picked him up, and instead of fishing the gargoyle, I fished him, and then he fell far enough to where the fall damage killed him immediately, and I felt really bad about that. But yeah, it seems like a 3-night, and then like once you do it, your quota goes up. And I guess it's just kind of roguelike-ish, and that you just keep looping that until you fail. I don't know if there's an ending. And then Zero asked if there was different colors of piss. I didn't discover that. You can change the color of your dude. My dude was purple and my piss was yellow, so that's all I know.
It was
not hydrated.
Not hydrated.
My family was pretty funny because the next morning, I heard it from both my wife and my daughter. They're like, dude, all we kept hearing was piss, 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 up, and dog, dog, dog. I'm like, yeah, that's all you had to hear.
That was the game, man. I came out and I was like, I don't know how much you knew about that game or what was going on, but like, yeah, this is what was going on. These were the spells that I had. Because as soon as I picked up that one spell, it was, you start with like just like it's literally just a
dudes
stick
can you get going?
Yeah,
like a lot of dudes in there,
something like that.
Yeah, we only had 4. So.
Yeah,
the spider's fucking scary, man.
Yeah, dude.
He came out of nowhere The first time we ran into the spider, I was not happy.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Like the castle's really dark too. It took me a while to like really learn what's going on. And then and then whenever you die, you can't talk to your alive teammates. So if you're the only one dead, you're kind of just sitting there alone. It's
the same thing as Lethal Company. Like, you don't know that you've ended up being the last person trying to figure out, do I extract or not? I mean, it has a lot of Lethal Company influences. You literally get to the extract point, and there's a scrying orb where you can see whether or not anybody's alive. So it's even kind of streamlined that part.
Yeah.
Which is usually usually comes in a later upgrade for Lethal Company, whether or not you can tell if your other teammates are still alive. But it's very good. Those moments after you stop hearing everybody and you can't tell anymore, it sets in deep. I never really played much Lethal Company, so
I definitely want to get in there and get some more. I definitely want to get in there and get some more wands and see what the other spells are in the goofy names. I had a fire one at one point that I thought was going to be really good, but one of the main moves was like laying bombs essentially, and I think I just blew everybody up on accident instead because I got the spells mixed up. And I will say, it doesn't have controller support. I don't play keyboard and mouse like ever, so I was also just kind of like, I'm not used to this. I picked it back up pretty quickly. I'm not completely incompetent, but not a deck game. I did install it on the Steam Deck thinking I play it there. The Steam Deck, as soon as I booted it, was like, whoa, there's no controller support. What are you doing?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I played it on my Mac.
You could have made it work.
Yeah, I probably could have, but I was lazy.
Coward.
I plugged it in right here and just...
But I enjoyed, like, you mentioned the moments of when things go quiet. Like, I specifically remember one time I'd kind of gotten away from you guys, and I was hearing you in the background, and all of a sudden, like, I heard, oh, and then everything went quiet. I'm like, oh, crap, it's just me now. I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm, like, yelling in my house. Can you guys hear me? Anybody? Oh, they're all dead. I was all upset. I'm like, oh, my God, they're all oh, crap. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. And then out of the back, like, far back corner, I hear Taylor. I'm here. I'm like, oh, shit, Taylor, where are you? I ran and found you, and then that's after I think somebody, either you or someone, had killed Sam. But man, it was just
the first time I found a teleport
experience.
crystal, and I realized that I was on my own because I used the teleport crystal. Nobody came with me. I was like, oh, okay, this isn't great.
I did like the gargoyle because there's the one part of the castle where you have to get to sort of the taller spire. I actually let the gargoyle pick me up, and it took me to this open area and then dropped me like right in the middle. I hardly lost any hit points, and I'm like, oh, well, thanks. And then all you guys are yelling at me, don't go towards the gargoyles, go away from the gargoyles. I went to go try to attack them or something.
It's also kind of fun to just, like, if you find, like, your friend, I think there's a revive mechanic, but we didn't figure out how to revive people in our play session. But like I found, like, it's fun to just, like, say something, like, knowing that they can probably hear you if they're dead, but like they can't reply to you. Because I think I found Dolly's body at one point, and I was like, he was completely skeletized, which
it was
like,
wild.
Hey, Dolly, you got nice bones. Come on, let's bring you over here.
Yapyap. There you go.
It's fun. It's definitely. I think they could definitely, like, do some updates and expand it in a way that would be really, really fun. Definitely. It's one of those things where it's like, a year ago, I didn't have, like, a lot of gaming friends to play these, like, friend swap games with. And I was like, whatever. These games aren't for me. I don't care. And then I've joined up here. And then, like, I played Peak with everybody on game night. And I was like, oh, wait, these games are fun. And then as soon as you were like, hey, what if we got some codes for Yapyap? I was like, count me in. I'm in.
We'll have to play this for game night. I think you're right. I think if the game had maybe a little bit more to do, like if there's an actual goal, like Peak, at least the goal is to get to the top. Yapyap, I'm not quite. Is it just to keep going after that quota? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
if there is a goal, they don't make it clear. Yeah.
But it does run well on Mac. So if we do a game night, that's an option for my wife.
That's where I played it. It ran totally fine. Yep. Cool. Anybody else want to talk about any games? Anything else? Or
do we do it?
No.
Or is it 8:00?
Not yet. Okay, we can do that next week. Then because
we gotta mention it.
Okay, we have to mention it.
We're all picking it. Most of us picked it up at some point.
All right, so Mugenics came out,
Okay, that's it.
14 years in the making, which is fucking actually insane. But I guess that's what Binding of Isaac money will do for you. And it's a crazy game.
I will be playing it this weekend. I'm excited. Is it Steam Deck compatible?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It runs just fine. It is definitely not a controller optimized game.
Okay.
Grid tactical games generally kind of are not. But I ended up using the touchpads for just basically mouse emulated movement. But,
okay.
I don't know. It's going to be the game where I hear the general level music in my head and it makes me want to play it for like 8 hours a day.
Oh, nice.
For the considerable future.
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. Every time you play it, you always get something, right? Like, so you're always making progress. And then there's this meta kind of thing too, where you have to breed your cats and you have to like get rid of your cats. And you're breeding your cats and you're passing off stats from your cats to their babies. And then the cats sometimes get into fights and they kill each other. And then
it feels really bad if one of the cats you were trying to breed dies. It feels really bad. And then basically after you start getting to the point where you want to do that, you get the ability to be like, hey, by the way, did you know that the type of furniture you put in your house will like increase or decrease them fighting or not? And you're like, well, fuck, I wish I knew that before my dude died.
So you take your cats out on missions, and then once they go on a mission, they can't be used again. So you have to bring them back, and then you level them up when you're out on your missions, and then you bring them back, and then that's when you're like, I want to make sure they breed with the cats that are in my house so I can pass off these awesome stats that they got on their adventures. But then there's also things like incest and how incest can increase debuffs and things over time. So you get debuffs, but they're also sometimes really good. Like I have a cat that got spina bifida and it gave it really good range. So he became a ranger and he was really good at throwing shit at people. But then now I'm like, I want to make sure to encourage the spina bifida cat to pass that on to the next generation so I can have an even better cat. And it's just a whole, that's kind of the meta game. And there's also meta systems with stores and you're shipping cats off and doing a bunch of stuff. It's a game that has literally thousands of hours of gameplay in it. So it's really good. And the core gameplay of the tactics stuff is just so fun. Mm-hmm. Anything that you get, like, yeah, it's random, but it all just kind of works too. So you don't ever feel like really bad. Sometimes it kind of sucks, but you're like, okay, I can just stop here and go back, throw this cat in the dumpster and get the next one and kind of keep going.
Literal mechanic, by the way.
Literal mechanic. It's really good. Cool. And the music's really good. I have a boss song stuck in my head. The fucking rat with the chicken and rat sandwich song. It's crazy. Anyways, play it.
I think we'll talk more about it next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
With that, I
think Tyler has a game.
No,
I saw on the chat.
It was just Yapyap for the rest of us. I mean, like, I'm still playing all the Resident Evil games. My wife and I have started 5. Capcom, if you're listening, I've been working really hard, but that's about it.
Hard at work playing Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'll tap us out now. We're at an hour 45. It's been awesome. A lot of fun. Want to thank everybody on the chat right down there, covering up Taylor's head. A lot of folks watching us today. SideQuesting.com, SideQuesting TV on YouTube and Twitch. Remember, you can hop in the Discord for now until we decide what to do. We're not requiring you to take any pictures of yourself. Don't worry, unless you want to.
Zach.
You can find us in the Patreon. If you want to be part of the Patreon, just go to the main site. Thank you again, everybody who is. The bills keep going up. It's always lots of fun. PAX East, that'll be fun. I know a few of us are going, and we're gonna have some giveaways. And I bought this. I'm gonna end by saying I bought this on Woot for $1, and I'm very proud. And it's a singing pickle.
Okay. Okay.
See you next episode of SideQuest. Bye-bye.
Bye.